For many teens, mental health is a battle quietly fought. We're told to be strong, to push through, and to not let anything affect us. But what if talking about our own feelings is the strongest way to heal from our own mental battles? My name is Kristen Bryant. I created this documentary to give space to the struggles so many young people were facing, and to give light to the voices in my own community. This film exists to remind you that your mental health matters, that there are resources out there for you, and that you don't have to walk through this alone.
Nope. Mental health means a lot to me. I think it's important and essential to have good mental health because suicide rates are getting higher each year, and it's such a sad thing to see. And it's so saddening knowing that almost every single teenager is struggling with mental health, because obviously everybody's going through something and it's different, but it sucks because it's just difficult. And I just think it's very important to always understand that everyone's going through something, even if you don't like them, you know?
Yeah.
Social media plays a huge role, I think, because it's introduced people to cyberbullying, which is actually how suicide rates have gotten so high, because people feel comfortable saying things to a person that they would not say in person online. And it's disgusting to see that, honestly, because you look at comments on a video and there's like such hateful comments on somebody's appearance, something they like, and I don't understand why people have to hate on things like that, because everybody looks different. I mean, hello, we're not all gonna have the same genes, and everybody likes something different.
The connection between faith and mental health, which in my eyes is this. When people have no faith, they have no purpose. They have no purpose in life. And if they have no purpose in life, they have no direction in life. And to me, people who really suffer from mental health issues have no purpose. They feel they have no purpose, they have no worth, they have no direction. And that's a pretty depressing place to be. And I think faith gives you that, yes, God gave us all a purpose in life. We're all important. And our goal is, what is that purpose? To find that purpose. Because once we find that purpose, we gain this sense of self-worth, like I am a worthwhile human being. And there is absolutely nothing more important to a person's mental health than to feel that. I've met a lot of therapists. I've been in meetings with therapists and so forth. And do I pick their brain about certain things? Absolutely, I do. And I get ideas that not only might help me, but might help other people as well. And you bring up prayer. I think prayer is an important thing. You know, I have maybe I don't know, this is a correct outlook on it, but this is how I look at it is, I don't pray for God to help me. There's a lot of people that need more help than I do. What I do pray for is that God gives me the strength to help myself. And God give me the strength to help others that are struggling. That's what I pray for, because I feel really strongly that we have the power, and we have the control to handle all this. But sometimes we just need the strength to do it, and not necessarily say, you know, God intervened in my life and changed this. You know what, I can change this, but sometimes I need a little strength to change it.
A little boost.
I need a little boost, exactly, and prayer does that for me.
There are many times when I struggle with mental health battles because there's so much to struggle. There's so much, for example, emotionally, emotions are up and down and
Right.
run the course, anywhere from being upset or angry to depressed to excited and happy, and all of these things. There's a kind of a lifelong roller coaster. But in terms of some very deep or impressionable times, I'd say, and there's been several, and I haven't thought this through very carefully, but I'll say two things in general. One is when I lost my father at a young age. When I lost my sister at way too young of an age, for me anyway. When I lost my sister, and this is all the nuclear family I had, and when I lost my mother. I think the deaths of the three of them made significantly impacted me. Probably of all of them, most of all, the death of my father when I was between my 7th and 8th grade years. So that was a crisis. That was difficult for my mental health, but yet significant for growth as well. There are people close to me and people not close to me who have who seek counseling, and it can be a good thing. It's not always a good thing, but I know one person who has a personal therapist and a spiritual director. Wow, and both are very good. And so I've seen it, but I've also seen people misled by therapists and counselors, sadly. And so I think it's hard to get good therapists, good spiritual directors. I don't think it's easy.
It's kind of looked down upon to speak about how you feel and kind of like your emotions for a man than it is for a woman. So it's a bit more difficult to reach out and get help just because of some like societal pressures and stuff like that. But other than that, I think that we've come a long way in terms of seeking mental health for men. I've been part of this group of Catholic teens at my in my local parish. We call it CCD, CCD. So every week we meet up and we spend the first 30 to 45 minutes talking about God and talking about our relationship, and we go over books, and we really try to elaborate our relationship with God, and that really gives you that sense of belonging and well-being. So I feel like teen outreach programs too, and then also I feel like just talking about it makes it easier for other people to talk about it. So just having that kind of conversation around teenage, like that age demographic, really helps improve the lives.
Para mí, una de las veces mucho más relevantes es cuando supe que mi hija estaba teniendo conflictos con su salud mental y se estaba lastimando. Fue complicado. Creo que al principio no lo entendía porque yo creía que todo estaba bien. Llevábamos una vida tranquila, feliz. Recuerdo la primera vez que me hablaron de la escuela. Fue en 5º grado. Y fue para decirme que alguien había comentado que mi hija tenía estos pensamientos negativos acerca de ella, acerca de la vida. Y fue difícil porque yo decía, no, eso no...
No es mi hija.
No es mi hija, o sea, mi hija no es así, ¿no? Mi hija siempre está contenta, es muy sociable, hace reír a todos. Pero bueno, fue una etapa, pasó, sí fue con el psicólogo, pero dijeron que todo estaba bien. Pasó el tiempo y la segunda ocasión fue en middle school, cuando no me hablaron en ese momento. Lo primero que pasó es que una persona, amistad, a la que le agradezco, me comentó que mi hija se estaba lastimando, que se estaba cortando. Y lo mismo pasó, o sea que yo decía, no creo, yo me fijé muy bien, no le noto nada, andaba con short, y yo decía, no veo en dónde puede estarse cortando, ¿no? Pero entonces me llamaron de la escuela que gracias a Dios, mi hija, tú, fuiste muy valiente para llegar y pedir ayuda al terapeuta de la escuela y me llamaron y me dijeron, señora, quítele todo lo que la pueda lastimar.
Sí.
Porque ella está teniendo, pues, estos sentimientos, estos problemas, todo esto, ¿no? Y de alguna manera yo creo que en vez de preguntarte por qué está pasando esto, es preguntarte para qué o qué tenemos que hacer para buscar esa ayuda y apoyarte para que manejes mejor tus emociones. Yo creo que siempre ha existido. Los problemas de salud mental han estado todo el tiempo. Ahora se habla más abiertamente de ellos. Todavía existe un tabú al respecto y mucha gente minimiza y cree que la gente que tiene problemas con su salud mental es porque está loca o sí, no se puede controlar, muchas cosas. Cuando realmente es algo que nos puede pasar a todos y que en algún momento no podamos manejar ese estrés o esa presión que sentimos por diversas circunstancias, porque a veces, y eso lo he aprendido, es que es una enfermedad y que claro, pueden haber cosas que contribuyan, pero a veces al parecer es un desorden hormonal el que te afecta y no sabes cómo controlarlo, ¿no? Que, claro, yo creía en un principio que había una causa y de alguna manera sí había diferentes causas, ¿no? Para que te sintieras así. Pero no es una cosa en especial, ¿no? Son varios factores los que contribuyen a que uno se sienta así. Bueno, nada más quiero agregar la importancia que tiene que nos acerquemos a nuestros hijos y que ustedes no tengan miedo a venir con nosotros, porque nosotros los amamos. Entonces, queremos lo mejor para ustedes y vamos a buscar todas las herramientas necesarias, ¿no? A veces da miedo decir, me siento mal, no estoy bien, me estoy lastimando o estoy tomando decisiones equivocadas. Y yo creo que nosotros, por el amor tan grande que les tenemos, lo vamos a entender. Y entonces ahí vamos a empezar a trabajar juntos y a crecer juntos. Y vamos a amarnos cada vez más para hacer que ustedes se sientan mejor, que sean exitosos e independientemente de eso, siempre vamos a estar orgullosos de ustedes como yo lo estoy de ti. Y pues te amo.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you. Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.